Good morning, students. So, today we are going to start tenses. Now, there are three types of tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Further, each has four types, and these types are indefinite or simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. It means present indefinite, which is also called simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Similarly, past tense has four types: past indefinite or simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. And future has also four types: future indefinite or simple future tense, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. But today we'll learn past indefinite or past simple past tense, all the four types of past tense. Where do we use these tenses? So first of all, we'll discuss about simple past tense. We use this tense to express an action that took place in the past time and is over. This action took place in the past and the action is over. For example, I went to market yesterday means the action is over. Yesterday I went to the market and the action is over. He gave me a gift on my birthday means the action is over. When it was my birthday, he gave me a gift. And next, we use past indefinite tense to express some past habit. It means that that action was habit of some person in the past, but now it is not his habit. He never came here in the daytime, and he usually went to meet his brother. Means it was his habit to go to meet his brother, but now he does not go. So what is the rule of simple past tense? In affirmative sentences, subject plus V2. V2 is second form of the verb plus object. So when we frame a sentence in simple past tense, the structure of the sentence is: first we write subject, then we write second form of the verb, and then the object. He played football. It rained heavily in August. Rohan and Sandeep watched television. So the subject does not affect the verb in past tense. Even if the subject is singular or plural, we use only second form of verb. Now, how to make negative sentence? That is subject plus did not plus V1 plus object. Means if we want to make negative of some sentence which is in simple past, we add did not, but make sure to write first form of the verb. The students commit this mistake. They write second form of the verb with did also. So keep in mind, whenever you use did, we always use first form of the verb. He did not play football. It did not rain heavily in August. Again, the subject being singular or plural will not affect the verb. Next, interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences refer where we ask a question to inquire something. So in that case, the sentence structure is that we write did at the beginning of the sentence, means before the subject we write did, then the subject, then again first form of verb. Again and again I am stressing on the point, with did we use first form of the verb and then the object. So did he play football? Did it rain heavily in August? Did Rohan and Sandeep watch television. So in all these three sentences, we are just asking question, and to frame the question, because we have V2 in our sentence, so when we frame a question, we write did and the verb changes to V1. Next comes past continuous tense. Now where do we use past continuous tense? First is to express an action begun and continuing in the पास्ट टाइम, जो पास्ट टाइम में ही कंटिन्यू था. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अ कूल ब्रीज वॉज ब्लोइंग, शी वॉज cooking food. So this action took place or continued in the past itself. And then we also use past continuous tense to express that one activity was continuing when another took place. Now here we are talking about two activities in which one activity continued when the another activity happened. There are two actions. One action is in continuation when the another action took place. There also we use past continuous tense. For example, when my friend came, I was doing my work. Means there are two actions. First is my friend came, another is I was doing work. So in continuation, the activity is I was doing my work when my friend came. Again, what is the rule for past continuous tense? Subject plus was were plus V1. With this verb, we use ing plus object. Now, use of was and were will depend upon the subject. If our subject is singular, then we use was. If our subject is plural, then we use were. Again, there are students who commit mistake that they write ing, they add ing with second form of verb. Make sure ing is always added with the first form of the verb. So examples are, she was writing a letter, I was cooking food, they were singing songs. Again, if we want to make negative in past continuous tense, then we have to add not. So it will be subject, was not, were not, V1, ing plus object. So examples are in front of you. Now if we want to make interrogative in past tense, interrogative in past continuous tense, again we'll put the helping verb, which will be was or were depending upon the subject, before the subject. The helping verb will come before the subject when we make interrogative in past continuous tense. And then first form of verb ing and object. So examples are, was she writing a letter, was I cooking food. And one thing is important to put question mark in interrogative sentences. Always put question mark. Then comes past perfect tense. Now where do we use past perfect tense? First is to express an action completed before a given past moment. Means some action was being performed and it finished before the given moment, and that moment was also in past, as the rain had stopped by 6 o'clock, right? He had visited us by the end of the last month. So before the given time, and that too in the past, the action was completed. Next, where do we use past perfect tense? To express the two actions that took place in past. Now, we are talking about two actions. Both the actions took place in past, and the first action which finishes is always represented in past perfect tense. The action taking place first has to be expressed in the past perfect tense. Both the actions, they took place in past, but even in those two actions, one action took place before the another action. So the action which took place before will be written in past perfect tense. Example is the train had left before we reached the station. Now there are two actions. One is of leaving of train and another is of us reaching at station. So before we reached the station, the train had left. So the first action which was completed was leaving of train. So we kept that action in past perfect tense. Another example is the film had begun before we took our seats. So what is the rule of past perfect tense? For affirmative, it is subject plus had plus third form of verb plus object. So past perfect tense is expressed with had plus V3. V3 is third form of the verb. He had won the match by that time. The thief had run away before the police came. So you can see examples of both the situations, conditions where we use past perfect tense. Again, how to make negative sentence? We have to add not, rest the rule remains same, the structure of the sentence remains same, subject, had not, third form of verb and object. Now how to frame interrogative in past perfect? Again, we'll write helping verb which is had before the subject and then third form of verb and then object. Had he won the match by that time, or had the thief run away before the police came? Again, put question mark when you frame an interrogative sentence. This is an important point to keep in mind. Normally, students get confused where to use simple past and where to use past perfect tense. So the first point is past perfect tense is not used to express single action in the past. कोई भी एक सिंगल एक्शन है जो पास्ट में हुआ है उसको हम एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस यूज़ नहीं करेंगे, राइट? एग्जाम्पल्स आपके सामने हैं. We had gone to school last Sunday. It is wrong to say that. We went to zoo on Sunday. It is right because though the both the actions took place on Sunday, right? So action is single. We will explain it, express it in simple past tense. Now, this tense is often used with expressions like already, before और till. So past perfect कहाँ पे यूज़ होता है? जहाँ पे हमारे पास there are words like already, before और till. Our plane had already taken off. So we have the word already in this sentence, so we can use past perfect tense here. Next, past perfect continuous tense. It is used to express an action which began before a definite moment in the past, had continued up to that moment, and was still in progress at that moment, or had recently finished. Some action started in the past and it either continued till that moment, or it recently finished, or it is still in progress, or it was still in progress. Sorry, not is, it will be was still in progress at that moment. So example is in front of you. When I reached there at 2 p.m., he had been waiting for me since 1:30 p.m. Now rule is subject had been plus first form of verb ing plus object. But one important point here is that time reference is given in past perfect continuous. In the example, you can see she had been sleeping for 2 hours. Now time reference is given for 2 hours. So in past perfect continuous also time reference is given. Now when we have to make negative, we will add not, rest the sentence, so the structure remains same. And similarly in interrogative sentences, we just keep the helping verb out before the subject and rest the sentence of the structure remains same. Now time reference is usually given as I've already told, and since is used for the point of time and for is used for the period of time. When point of time is given, then we use since, and when period of time is given, then we use for. I hope this tense is clear to you. Thank you and enjoy your day.